From 41 Seaver Way, welcome to the home of the New York Mets. This is Citi Field. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Coming up on the first pitch and on the hill in this one, David Peterson.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Now, Mookie Betts.
Leading off the afternoon for the Dodgers, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
That one fouled off. And there's one away. Tommy Edman at the plate. A switch hitter batting right. And it's fouled away. One out, bases empty. Just missed. Taylor moving under it. He's got it, and there's two away. There's Freddie Freeman now. He's a left-handed batter who still comes up with good contact and a good average against left-handed pitchers. That one inside. Ball one. All right, so you hit lefty. What makes it so hard to face a left-handed pitcher?
Left-handers, they just seem to have different arm angles. So to keep that front shoulder in there and really discipline yourself can be tough sometimes. But the guys that do it well, man, I tip my cap to them every day.
Taylor makes the grab, and that'll do it. Back here at Citi Field. Pitching in our game today, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on one or two pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
And that's in the dirt.
2-0.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one back there, gone. That one made it to the upper tank. And it gives them the lead in the first. It's 1-0. Juan Soto now. Ground ball right side. Edman slings to first. They get the out on Soto. Pete Alonso now, always a power threat. The Polar Bear hit his 200th career home run last season.
Yeah, and that home run came right here at Citi Field. He's the 4th fastest player in baseball history to reach 200 homers.
Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Here's Brandon Nimmo. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Late on that fastball.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Two down, nobody on. Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Second inning set to go. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Nimmo has it sized up. And there's one down. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Line drive. Reaching down, makes the catch. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. Muncy, a former All-Star, 34-year-old vet, and he was a fifth-round pick back in 2012. And first offering is fouled off. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changed.
Strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Back here in Queens, bottom half of inning number 2. Here's Starling Marte. And the first offering is not close. Late swing fouled off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And a ground ball to first. He'll do it himself. That's one out, the bottom of the second. Brett Baty now at the plate. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-1. That one ripped right center field. That ball's carrying. Get out of town. And they tack on to their lead. It's 2-0. Base is empty, one away. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. That's to third. It's in and out of his glove. Still fires to first, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. 2 outs, base is empty. Luis Angel Acuna getting ready to hit. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. And we're back. Top half of the third inning. Leading off, Michael Conforto. Peterson back to work. Inside, just missed.
You know, these Dodgers definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
The center fielder, number 44, Andy Pages.
No. Inside.
2 outs, base is empty. And that squirts through.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie.
Here's Mookie now. Flied to right his first time. Taylor hustling after it. And that is that. As we go to the last of the third. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Tyrone Taylor. First
Ball.
pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And
That's a
another ball. That one
3
missing
ball,
inside.
No strikes.
Swing and a foul pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Conforto makes the catch, and there's 1 down. Back to the top of the lineup, Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. He's already homered in this game. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland, and a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender. Base hit, so they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Next
That's a
offering
ball.
misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away
He's
from that
out.
big hole.
That's out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Tommy Edman. Fouled off down the right side. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Going back. And it's off the wall. Now he'll turn for second, and he's there with a leadoff double.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Freeman stands in now, looks at that one inside. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next pitch misses way outside. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
2-2 the count.
Edman leads off second with nobody out. And it remains 2-2. And that's down, a base hit. Now a long throw home. Hung up in a rundown now between third and home. But he scrambles back.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play.
Soto gets under it. Makes the grab. Runner tags from third. Save!
No, he beat
So
it.
many times that one gets out of here and into the seats, but he'll take the sac fly, RBI. Good job to get that run in from third.
Smith, the next to hit, takes outside. High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And a foul ball.
I feel with the way that Will Smith is able to handle the bat, control the bat head, he's very capable of finding green space.
Now this one stroked to right center, and that should be extra bases. The relay to the plate. The tag. Ah! Here's Max Muncy. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That one almost got him. 2 outs and a runner at third. Top half of inning number 4. And that's in for a strike. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Up with it, fires to first. That completes the strikeout, inning over. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's Pete Alonso. Rocketed out towards right center. Reaching down, makes the catch. Brandon Nimmo will hit next.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but hey, you got to keep swinging it.
And a strike on the outside edge.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the third home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished.
And he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Starling Marte digs in now. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Out to center. Pajes should have this one. Hauls it in to end the inning. New inning getting started, and now it's going to be Michael Conforto. Conforto goes 5 feet 11 inches, 215 pounds, usually in left, but today he's starting in right field. Pulls it in, 1 away. Now the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1.
Well, the big play, in my opinion, from right field is that throw from right field to third base. Longest one in the game, and you got to have a pretty strong arm. Hopefully he can play that one hop nicely if he has an opportunity to throw out a runner.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And here is Andy Pajes. And delivers outside. Taylor. Squeezes it. Out. Number 2. And now it's Mookie Betts. 0 for 2 in this one. Betts swings. Deep drive. Left field. That one back. And makes the grab. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And stepping in for New York, Brett Baty. And there's the strike.
0-1.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Man, he was
No
really
ball, two
tardy on
strikes.
that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Hernandez sizing this one up. He's got it. And a quick out, number one. Francisco Alvarez, the next to hit. First time up, he grounded to third.
Alvarez.
The other way, that's a base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Popped up Edman. And there's two down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. Swings through that one for strike one.
Well, he threw that
0-1's the
fastball
count.
right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike three. Back here at Citi Field. Now it's the second baseman, Tommy Edman.
Edman.
Peterson back to work. Soto really on his horse for it. And there's one down. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. 1 for 2.
Freddie Freeman.
Forget it. Freddie Freeman bops one out of here. It's 2-2. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. First offering misses badly for ball one. One out, bases empty, and a run in, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Taylor gets under it, hauls it in for the out. That's out number 2.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Taylor makes the catch. Is that? He played his high school ball in Florida. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Boog, over 80% of
0-1.
his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
In the air out towards right center. Pajes sizes this one up. And out number 1 on the grab. Here's Juan Soto.
Now batting, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the
0-1's the
dirt.
count.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
That's
That's
off
a
the
ball.
mark. 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Swung on, belted. That one back there, leaping, and it's gone. He got just enough of that one, and they jump out front. It's 3-2. 1 out, base is empty. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. No question about this one. It's out of here. They go back to back, and they add a run. It's 4-2. So 1 out, nobody on. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He'll touch them all, and they add to their lead. It's 5-2. Starling. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
0-1.
That misses. And now it's even 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike. That's ball 2.
Hit in the air, right field. Conforto. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So digging in, Brett Beatty. He's already homered here in this one. That one
Counts
way
1-0.
inside. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Brings it in, and that is that. Top of inning number 7. Max Muncy at the dish.
Number 13, Max Muncy.
So after scoring
Well,
runs,
that's
this is
off
where
the
you're
plate.
looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats. You know, these Dodgers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality
1-1.
swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results. Tired or not, he's relentless with the way he pitches. He might be exhausted out there, but his stuff is still nasty.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that
ball
skips
2.
in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. And here is Michael Conforto. Slider right there.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to
1-1's the
commit
count.
to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
0-2
The
is the
Mets
count.
leading by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. And a base hit up the middle.
Up next for the Dodgers, the left field.
And at first with 1 gone, Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Number 43.
Oh, great stop. Off balance feet. There's 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. And we're back. Now it's going to be Francisco Alvarez. He swings and fouls 1 off.
Well, these Mets, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
way
One
high
ball,
there.
2 strikes.
And that is ball 1. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. So up next, Luis Angel Acuna. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Hauls it in, 2 away. And next for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Throw on to Freeman, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. We're in the top of the 8th, and now Andy Pages.
Andy Pages.
Hauls it in for the out. 1 down. Now it's Mookie Betts.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
And there's a hit.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Man at first. Here's the second baseman, Tommy Edman. And that's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Freeman, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Snags it for the second out. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
This is a big spot for a big-time player. Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
The tying run at the plate. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Runner around third. He'll score. He is safe.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on.
Base hit into the outfield. In to score from third. And they cut the lead to 2.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
And that one fouled off. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. And now they're out in front. It's 7-5. So 2 down. The batter will be Michael Conforto. 1 for 3. Foul ball there.
Ball inside.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball.
Offense
2 strikes.
exploding for 5 so far in the inning, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. Another one. Back-to-back homers, and they add on. It's 8-5. Next to hit, Teoscar Hernandez. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Francisco Lindor. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
0-1's the count.
That's not even close to the zone.
That one to first. Freeman takes it himself.
He's out.
One gone to the bottom of the 8th. And now it's Juan Soto.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Oh, this is off the second base bag. Throw is wide, and it gets past him at first. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up. And now the first baseman, Pete Alonso. And a foul ball.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Kicks and fires. Just misses with that one. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. 2 down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo.
Counts 1-0.
Squirts away a little bit. And the runner stays where he is. 2 outs. Fought off foul. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one back there. And gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 8-7. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Kirby Yates.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Now here is Starling Marte. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Yates, 37 years young. He joined the team as a free agent. And that one fouled off. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. On the ground to third, and a foul ball. The 0-2. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Pages pulls it in on the run. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pages. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Soto really on his horse for it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Here's Betts. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Turns and fires to Betts. Inside, just missed. Swing and a miss. And the count is 3-1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. So 2 down now, and here is Tommy Edman.
The second baseman, Tommy Edman.
Outside low, ball one.
Not looking like they'll be
Ball
adding
one,
any
no
insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
And it finds its way through for a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for two. Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the ninth. Tanner Scott comes on trying to close it out.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. He's 2 outs away. And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Hammered. Could be extra bases. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Well, that at-bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
Now here is Luis Angel Acuna, and fouled off. Hard hit left side. Betts whips it to first. Only 1 out remaining for the Mets.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Now the throw to first on the run. And that is the ball game.
Well, we saw both teams come ready to swing it in this one, and they found a lot of success. Couple of touchdowns up on the board today. Pretty amazing, and it turned out to be a close one, considering all the runs put up. Really wild.
And a final 8-7. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got a perfect day for baseball It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the Atlanta Braves. All right, we'll be back to get this one started. Just about set to go. And pitching in this game, Spencer Strider. What do we need to know here?
Four-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Tommy Edman now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Broken bat, and it's popped up. And that's a foul ball. One out, base is empty. Got him swinging. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Swing and a foul out of play. Two outs, base is empty. Acuna on the run. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Back at Truist Park, and today's starting pitcher, number 78.
He's a dominant pitcher, but he can get a little too relaxed second and third time through the order and miss his spots. That's where we see him get touched up. If he maintains the same intensity that he has in the first inning and the second inning, I think we'll see him hand the ball over to his closer.
Ronald Acuna Jr., the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Next offering is downstairs.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
There's the strike. 95 of that one.
2-2.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. Conforto sizing this one up, hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's Austin Riley.
The third baseman, Austin Riley.
And first offering is fouled off. And there's a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And now Matt Olson up to hit.
Matt Olson.
Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 1-0. So 2 away with nobody on. Here's Marcell Ozuna. First pitch, and he just misses.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract.
Now a blast to left center, way back there, on its way, out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. It's 2-0.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Base is empty with 2 away. Drake Baldwin next up for the Braves. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. And that's in for a strike.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
To the right side, Edman. Handles, throws
He's
to
out.
first. That's the inning. Back here in Atlanta, top of the second, Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Now 1-1.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. The batter now will be Will Smith. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
0-2.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
This to third, and it's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Sneaks through, base hit. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
And he deals. Swing and a miss, strike one.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
It can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
2 on, 1 out. Caught him looking for the K. Michael Conforto will climb in. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. And that's the 3rd out. And we're back. Bottom of the second. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Albies measures 5 feet 8 inches, batting 6th in today's lineup. And he's a native of Curacao. Line drive, caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it on his own. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Michael Harris the second. Now at the plate. Smoked on the ground a second. Edman slings to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. All set for the start of the inning. And now the center fielder, Andy Pages.
Strider's a guy known for his velocity. He can bring it, but that wasn't always the case. Coming back from an injury in college, Strider was throwing.
Oh, diving stop. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's Mookie to hit. He's 0 for 1. To first, and he breaks for second. Tag, and he's out at first. Couldn't get back to the bag. That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the foul pole for a home run. So he goes yard to left. It's 2-1. Base is empty, one away. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Acuna going back, and it's gone. They go back to back, and this game is tied. It's 2-2. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Here is Freddie Freeman. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. The 0-1. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Shohei.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Tied up here in the early going. Pickoff throw. Freeman back in on a dive. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Will Smith to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Hit in the air, center field. Harris has a beat on it. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third. Now in for the Braves, Nick Allen. That's out to center field. Pajes hauls it in, and there's one away. Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Ronald Acuna Jr. getting ready to hit. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Next one misses, and the count is 1-1. Oh, what a stop. Oh, a great flip. On the money. Nice play.
Now batting, the third baseman, Austin Riley.
The batter now, Austin Riley. Struck out swinging his first time. Not even close there. And that's ball one. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated to climb the ladder.
That's off the mark, and a count 2-1. And that one is inside.
3-1.
And that's ball four. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Olson stands in now and watches strike one. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the last half of the third. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Tries to get back and save. Here's the pitch to Olson. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Right side. And foul ball. Welcome into Chase Field in downtown Phoenix. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And towing the slab, Ryan Nelson. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
That missed by a lot, and it's 2-1. Popped in the air, left field, and it drops in. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
And here comes Tommy Edman. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. First pitch misses. And another ball. Edman leads off first with 1 away. That misses, and it's 3-0.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Thomas flashes the leather on the run and catch.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Shohei Ohtani in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Carroll ranges back. And that is that. Back here in the desert, this is Corbin Carroll. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
And that one hammered. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Oh, he gloves it. Throws from his knees. Nicely done for the out.
Batting third, the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. There's a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much
0-1
talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Swings and misses at the sweeper.
0-2
He's
is the
clearly
count.
out there throwing pitches in this situation. First base is open. If he walks him, no big deal.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Batting fourth,
And
the
now
first baseman,
it's Josh Naylor.
Naylor.
Swinging a ground ball up the middle to first.
Got him.
That ends the inning. Back here at Chase Field, new inning getting started. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. Nelson back to work. Outside low, ball one. Nelson, in his third season, he features a four-seam fastball, a cutter, a changeup, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Zips it across and quickly one away in the second. Here comes Max Muncy.
Max Muncy.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
In the
0-1.
on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and
Inside
time
ball.
up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
One down, base is empty. Falling
2-1.
behind 2-1. Gurriel handles the chance. 2 down. And here is Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto.
And that's fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Marte throws to
out.
first in time. And that is the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the DH, Pavin Smith. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
This guy's
0-1's the
got
count.
such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Base hit center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Batting sixth,
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now.
Suarez.
And that clips the inside corner. Smith gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Batting seventh, the catcher,
And here is Gabriel Moreno. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Pages brings it in with a nice running grab.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time, and they do get the out. And we're back. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. Thomas. Drops into the glove, and there's one down. Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Andy Pages.
On the ground to third. Slings to first in time. So the batting order turns over. Here's Mookie Betts now. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Ball 1 there. Grounder off the pitcher. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the right-hander status. First and second, 2 outs. So now it's Freddie Freeman. Just missed. First and second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And another in the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. And that'll load the bases.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
So bases all loaded up. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. That one misses. That's 5 straight. The Dodgers swing and a foul back, and that's it. And that's off the inside edge. And the count's full. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. He rocketed that one out of here. It's 4-0. And up to the plate is Will Smith. And strike 1 to the catcher.
Well, it's easy to be satisfied and get a little distracted after a grand slam, but there's still a lot of...
Nice grab. Bottom of the inning, and now the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. The shortstop takes the ball. There. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And that one fouled off. Here's your 1. Foul ball. Runner in scoring position, nobody out here in the last half of the third. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And Gary Simmons punches him out. That's a strikeout. Here's Ketel Marte.
Second baseman, Ketel Marte.
And first offering is fouled off. Perdomo, the runner at second with one away. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
0-2 is the count.
Ripped towards third. Muncy sends it to first. They get the out on Marte. Here's Gurriel.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And
Counts
ball
1-0.
one. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. He was late there. Strike 1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And that one gets past the catcher. Perdomo up to third on the wild pitch. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate. Two outs. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Muncy to hit.
Number 13, Max Muncy.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Left-hand batter waits. Swinging a ground ball, and that's just foul. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. On the ground, right side, Marte. Over to first. They get the out on Muncy.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Tosses across to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. And now Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's going back. Back some more. And it is gone. He made him pay for that one, and they add a run. It's 5-zip. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pages. That misses, and it's 1-0. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Top half of inning number 4. Swinging a foul straight back. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Thomas makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back here in the desert, bottom of the 4th, here's Josh Naylor.
First baseman, Josh Naylor.
Check swing of the first pitch. Look down to third. And no swing, says James Kingsley. To third. Into the outfield. Base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Smith, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Next pitch is outside.
You know, these D-backs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of out.
And it's now first and second to start the inning.
Back-to-back base hits. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Suarez batting for the second time, and that's strike one. On the ground to the left. Steps on third for one. On the run, sends it over to first. A sensational double play. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Gabriel Moreno. That was the sweeper, but it missed. Just missed.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
And that ends the inning. Back here at Chase Field at the plate, Mookie Betts. Nelson back to work. In the air out to center. And that'll fall for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
Tommy Edman at the plate.
Number 67.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. A 2-run homer, and they add to the lead. It's 7-0. From Daikin Park in Houston, MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Houston Astros. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. That one carrying. Gone into the Crawford boxes. A home run. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. And the Dodgers have the lead. It's 1-0. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. And another ball.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
That one misses. And now 3-0. One away. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
The first baseman, number 5.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Way back there. And that is a foul ball. Oh, 1 down. Smith makes the play. 2 down. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
The designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
0-1.
2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was late.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Misses inside. Now 1-2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Back here at Daikin Park, today's starting pitcher, Dustin May.
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
Ball 1, no
Jeremy
strike.
Pena, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. There's a strike. Lifted in the air, right center field. Conforto on the move. Makes the grab, 1 away. Jose Altuve up to hit here.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And a couple of quick outs. Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. That one ripped, but foul. Next
I got 1
offering
ball, 1
down in
strike.
the dirt. And that's
2-1.
too high. That one fouled off. That misses the zone, and the count's full. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Christian Walker in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And that is downstairs. And it's 1-1.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
On the ground, right side. They get the force.
That's an out.
That's the 3rd out. Back here in Houston, the batter now will be Will Smith. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Popped up. Altuve makes the grab, 1 down. The batter will be Michael Conforto. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Out to Pena at second for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. Back here in Houston, bottom half of inning number 2. And now Yainer Diaz. And that's in the dirt.
1-0.
This one in the air, center field. Pajes hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Vic Caratini at the plate.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Victor Caratini.
And a foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. Fouled off. He was late. Ground ball up the middle. Betts slings to first in time.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
You make a note of those guys because it's just different.
He's under it at first, and that'll do it. And we're back. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Brown back to work. Up the middle. Altuve throws to first, and Hernandez is out.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Brown measures 6 feet 2 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a cutter, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. Dubon hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Foul ball there. Two down, nobody on. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. And the batter now, Cam Smith. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting up, the left fielder.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. That one misses. 1-0. There's a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
1 strike.
Out towards right center field. Pages on the move to the gap. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And there's one down.
The batter, number 3.
Now it's the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. Flied to right his first time. That's towards center. Pages sizes this one up. And there are 2 outs. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. He's 0 for 1.
Altuve.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And
0-1.
downstairs.
1-1.
And that one misses up and in. And it's 2-1. In the air, right field. And it falls. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now. Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. In the dirt, no movement on the base. It's ball 1. And that's in for a strike. And it's 1-1. That's a little bit low.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
2-2 the count.
Fly ball down the line. Conforto on his way over. He's got it. And that is the inning. Back here at Daikin Park, start of the fourth. Now the number 2 hitter, Tommy Edman. And there's a foul ball. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Stays alive. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Back there. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Safe at second with a leadoff double. And here's Freddie Freeman. And a foul ball. Man at second. And a big swing and a miss.
0-2. Foul ball.
And that one is inside ball 1. Myers. Then there's one down. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Struck out swinging his first time. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A shot to the opposite field. It's 3-0. Will Smith to the plate. And that misses. And that is ball one. Myers makes the grab, and there's two gone.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is fouled back. Right-hander kicks, deals. Ouch.
Yep,
He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Now batting.
Michael Conforto will climb in. He hit into a double play his first time up. And that one wrapped foul. 2 outs. Fought off foul. Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Smith ranging into the alley. He makes the grab, and that is that. Ready to go, bottom 4. And here's the first baseman, Christian Walker. And that's
Ball
in the
one.
dirt. And that's ball 1.
Well, these Astros just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Here's the catcher to hit, Yainer Diaz.
The catcher, Diaz.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Next
Ball
pitch
3.
misses, and now 3-0.
3-0.
Draws the walk
No,
there.
ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Caratini now in the box, comes up empty
0-1.
with a swing there. Grounder might be 2. Edman tossed to second, on to Freeman, double play, inning over. Back here in Houston, here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Hernandez.
Pena sends it across to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Fly to left his first time. Smith makes the play, and there's 2 down. Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. He's already homered in this game.
Betts.
And a base hit right there. And that keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Dodgers, the second baseman,
Tommy Edman at the plate, 1 for 2. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
That one back. Squeezes it, and that is that. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now here is Jake Myers. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
Well, these Astros just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
So next up for Houston, Cam Smith. Swings through that one.
0-1's the count.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on.
There goes the runner. That's in for a strike. He's safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. May delivers. Swing, and he breaks his bat. And a foul ball. Man at second. And that's outside. And it's 2-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Now batting, left fielder.
Mauricio Dubon digs in now. Swing and a miss at one above the zone.
0-1.
Pitch misses, and the count even 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 out, and a runner at second. On the ground to third, Muncy fires to first in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-2. Jose Altuve up next for the Astros. And that is out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Sliced hard but foul.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Foul ball still 0-2. Good eye in that spot.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. Brown back to work. Dubon under this one. Nabs it, and there's one away. And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Shohei Ohtani. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Ohtani goes 6 feet 3 inches, 210 pounds. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And that's fouled off. That's back. And that is gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 4-2. Now he breaks his bat. Fires over to first. And they get the out on Smith. Here comes that funky Muncy to the plate.
The third baseman, Max Muncy.
And it's fouled away. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Altuve on to first.
He's out.
They get the out on Muncy. Out number 3. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now at the plate, Isaac Paredes. That misses the zone. Ball 1. High in the air, out to right. Conforto settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one away. And now it's Christian Walker. 0 for 2 in this one.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And that one is lifted in the air. Pages pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Pages makes the catch, and that will end the inning. Top of inning number 7, and here is Michael Conforto.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game. When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
Corrals it. 1 down. So digging in, Teoscar Hernandez. He's grounded out a couple of times. Throws across the diamond, and Hernandez is out. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Andy Pages. Pena makes the catch, inning over. Back here in Houston, set for the last half of the 7th. Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Victor Caratini. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. 1 away. And now Jake Myers. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And the first pitch misses in the dirt. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Pages snags it on the run. And now the right fielder, Cam Smith.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
2 outs. inside.
Nope.
And now it's
inside.
even 1-1.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and
That's ball
defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you
That's
can
ball
do
three.
consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way. And
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one hops the wall. Around first, digging for two. Not in time. He's got a double.
well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Stepping in, Mauricio Dubon. Liner, and this could be trouble. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. And the double puts the tying run in scoring position with 2 away.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. I'll tell you, when you smoke a
Michael Kopech takes over on the mound.
pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So
That's a ball.
he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He
Count
does have
1-0.
first open if he needs to use it.
And that one's a
Ball two.
little bit low. And it's 2-0.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's
Ball three.
still impressive to watch.
So the tying run at second. That one the other way. Base hit. And they hold the tying run at third. Throw up the stop sign even with 2 away.
The second baseman,
Jose Altuve steps up in a big spot here. Line drive, base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and it's an RBI single. A big 2-out hit, and the game is tied. Next to hit, Isaac Paredes. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. He's got it, and the inning is over. And we're back. Here's Mookie now.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Dubon on the move. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Tommy Edman, the next to hit. 1 for 3.
Edman.
Tied at 4. And that's a base hit.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Runner on the go.
That ball's foul.
1 away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. And now 2 balls and a strike.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Runner goes again. It's a
3
pitch
balls,
out.
1 strike.
Throw to second. Tag. And they got him. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th.
Nope. Foul ball.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Myers right there to make the grab. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Digging in, Christian Walker.
Walker.
That one
Ball
not
1, no
close. And that's ball 1. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike
1
1.
ball, 1 strike.
And a count 1-2. Well struck, deep right field, way back and out of here. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. And the Astros jump in. Front, it's 5-4. So up next, Yainer Diaz. Swing and a miss. Yates, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. Conforto makes the grab, one away. Victor Caratini up next for the Astros. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
That to right, Conforto sizing this one up. He's got it, and there's 2 away. And next to hit for Houston, Jake Myers. Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-80s. Good contact, not much power, and he could run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit home runs because so many people are.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And the count even at 1.
I think baseball's starting to understand that those guys are valuable like they once were. They need them in this game today.
And it stays fair.
There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Myers, the runner at first with 2 gone. That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Coming home. He will score.
Comes through with the RBI. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Foul ball.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
This one in the dirt. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Runner at second, 2 down. On the ground, slides for the stop, throw to first, and they get the out. Back here at Daikin Park, all set to start the 9th in this one. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Number 52.
Abreu, 6'1" righty. He features a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. And now it's even up. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. He's 2 outs away. Next up, the Dodgers. They say he went.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses, and it's 1-2. Fastball is outside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Just 1 out remaining for the Dodgers. Here comes Max Muncy. And a foul ball. Two outs. Swing and a foul straight back. One strike away. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long. Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. Just about ready to roll. Starting on the mound in this one, Carlos Rodon.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Mookie Betts, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. Next offering is fouled back. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. And here comes Tommy Edman. He swings and fouls one off. One out, bases empty. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Everything came together for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Freddie Freeman at the plate now. That's ball one. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Late with the swing there.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up at that.
Runner takes off, got him swinging.
No.
Maybe
Safe at second, and that was not close. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Ohtani now at the plate. Pulls that one foul. Pickoff move to second. Edman dives back in safely. Man on second, 2 down. And now the count is even.
1-1.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that's down and away.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores and they have the lead. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Shohei on the go. There's a swing and a drive. Grisham makes the play, and that is that. Back for more from the Bronx. And towing the slab in this one, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Ben Rice,
1-0.
the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Slides, but he can't come up with it.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. He did not go around. Judge waits. Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to let.
Oh, nice stop on a slide. Fires to first, and that's a great play for the out. One down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. Pitch is in there, and that's strike one.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. In the dirt. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. And he steals third without a throw. And the tying run is now only 90 feet away. And he's safe at first. Runners at the corners here. 1 away. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Squirts away a little bit, but no advance from the runners. Rice on third. Bellinger at first. 1 gone. And that's off the inside edge, and the count is 2-0. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
2 balls, 1 strike. Ball 3.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Center field. Pages has this one sized up. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 1-1. Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
Well, we got ourselves a new ball game. Nice job right there at the plate. Sacrifice fly, and he gets in the tying run.
And first offering is fouled off. And the right-hander deals. And that one in the air center field. Pages under it. And the inning is over. Back in New York. Top of the second. Here's Max Muncy. That funky Muncy.
Max Muncy.
Rodon back to work. That one fouled off. Rodon, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter. Not close with that one. And the count 1-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Throw to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout. The batter will be Michael Conforto. And now it's going to be Andy Pages.
The center fielder, number 44, Andy Pages.
That one missed.
1-0.
He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Back here in New York, we head to the bottom of the second. Here's the third baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. First offering in the dirt.
1 ball, no strikes.
Late on that fastball. Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
That misses the zone. 2-1. Next offering misses down and away. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
Bunting for a hit. And that's a foul ball. Shortened the bunt and missed it. And it's 0-2. Strike 3. Yoshinobu gets the K. Now the catcher up to hit, Austin Wells. Fouled off left side. The 0-1. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
0-2.
Chisholm at first, one gone. Pitch misses there. 1-2 to count. That's down and in.
2-2.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham.
The center fielder, Trent Grisham.
Right through there for a strike.
Ball, that's too high.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. And he can't come up with it. Still able to fire over. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, top half of the third inning. Here's the veteran outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez. First pitch, not close. Hernandez hitting 9th in today's lineup, and he's a former home run derby champ. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Whips it across. Out. And that quickly, 2 away. Tommy Edman at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. First pitch swinging.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
And it hits the fence. Throws to second.
The first baseman, number 5.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And that's a fair ball. Edman around second.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through this.
Bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base. Now a chance for Will Smith. First round pick out of Louisville in 2016. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. And the lefty with the 0-1. Late swing, fouled off. In the dirt. Runners hold tight. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Can't glove it cleanly. Still manages a throw. Out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Ben Rice. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
1 strike.
And a swing and a miss.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Yamamoto sends her packing. Here is Aaron Judge. Grounded out his first time. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
Just missed. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
And that one is downstairs. 2-2. That's inside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Outside, and that is ball 4.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Here comes Belly to take his cuts. Bellinger is an interesting example when you talk about scouting and development. I mean, this is a guy now that has turned into one of the premier power hitters in the sport. He was a 4th-round pick out of Hamilton High School in Chandler, Arizona in 2013. He hit 1 homer his senior year. And the 1-0. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Hernandez sizes this one up. He's got it. 2 away now.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Stanton stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Called strike right there.
Two-one.
In the dirt. On the outside corner for a strike. 2-2. And there's a ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back in the Bronx, on to the 4th. Here's a big power threat. Max Muncy. There's a swing and a miss.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Rodon ready. Here comes. Just off the outside edge. 2-1. This one looks like trouble. Around first, heading for 2. The throw into second.
He was all over that one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands. You let the ball straight to it. That's great work right there.
Michael Conforto will climb in. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Bellinger in a full sprint. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. The next pitch misses, and the count is 1-2.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
And there's one down. Now, Andy Pages. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
In the dirt, blocked. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. In the air, right side of the infield. Goldie hauls it in, 2 away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Hernandez getting ready to hit. Swinging a foul straight back. And now the 0-1. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Rodon fires. Pitch misses.
1-2.
Ball one.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. No one.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Back at Yankee Stadium, bottom four, and stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt.
Goldschmidt.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Pages sizing this one up. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Next offering is down low. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Strike on the inside corner. And now 3-1. Fouled off. He was late. One down, base is empty. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Michael Kopech.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Volpe, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And there's a foul ball. Chisholm, the base runner at first with 1 out. Kopech deals. And that is a good eye on a pitch down low. Now 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That's back. And that one is gone. He sends a rocket to left. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. And that's a little high.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Some high cheese for strike 3. 2 down, bases empty. Now here's Trent Grisham. He's 0 for 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
No balls. 1 strike.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly nothing at 2.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that
threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. We go to the top of the 5th. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Mookie Betts.
Betts.
Rodon back to work. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt.
You know, these Dodgers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
There's a line drive to left field. And there's one down. And up next for Los Angeles, Tommy Edman. He's 2 for 2. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. And that one fouled off.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Next offering is in the dirt. Swings and misses. Welts down to first with it. And he'll be safe at first.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. 1 for 2. That's too low. Now 2-0.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Outside low, and it's 3-0. On the ground, a short could be 2. Feed to second, that's 1, and that's all they'll get. Here's Shohei Ohtani. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those. 0-1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
In the dirt. Freeman off of first with 2 away. Squirts away a little bit. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Wells down to first.
That's an out.
In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Back now in the Bronx, bottom of the inning. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Ben Rice. And first offering is fouled off. More numbers retired and more world championships than any other franchise. The impact the Yankees have had on baseball really second to none. And you come here to this yard and it's